Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Show After Row, where I tell you guys exactly what happened after after a row show that I help you a part of. As y'all can obviously tell, I look a little disheveled. It's only because I just woke up. I was supposed to do this last night because the show was last night, but I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. I got tired. I went to sleep. But simply put, obviously, the show went well. At least I think it did. The show went well. At least I think it did. But I won't lie to y'all, man. There was apparently they was like live. Apparently they shot the show live, and I wasn't. And I had the live cam, and I didn't know that until after the show was over. And now I'm feeling like, oh boy, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. I'm nervous about that. Like, I don't know if he says I did a good job. I'm not the kind of person who thinks I do a good job on certain things. And so I'm a little nervous about that. Plus, I felt really bad because the camera that I was using had this long cord that we had to had this long cord that was the cord was wrapped in the entrance way. And the problem was that the idea is that I have to position myself in a way so that they don't trip on the cord. And and there was some people who couldn't see when I had to position myself, because the way I had to position myself, I had to get directly in front of these people in order to do it. So after the show was over, they talked to the fans anyway, the two fans. They talked to me and basically said, for every single time you moved this way, we couldn't see anything, and now I feel like I wasted money, and I'm a little bummed out about that because I'm I don't want to I don't want to tell these people who don't come, nothing like that. I felt bad because one of them was it was a mom with a kid, and I ain't gonna lie, that kind of bummed me out. It was all I could do was tell them, it won't happen at the next show. I'm sorry that it happened at this one, and stuff like that. It was just it really kind of bummed me. That kind of bummed me out. I ain't gonna lie. But as far as the actual show is concerned, the show went by really well. There's there's a lot of craziness that happened at that show that I don't even I obviously I won't spoil the show for y'all because y'all just gonna have to watch it when it happens. But yeah. Also, I want to take this time to address something real quick because I think I talked about this before, but one thing I love about local crowds and smaller events and smaller shows, because reality of wrestling, as popular as it is not it's still indie level. You know what I'm saying? It's an indie company. You know what I mean? But dude, the show is crazy. It gets wild. People, it's like I said, 12 people sound like 100 on there, and they have at least I forget what the capacity number is, but it's a lot less than we'll say 500. I'll just say a number less than 500, and you got that many people up in there, and it gets loud, it gets rambunctious, it gets kind of crazy. It's always a good show over there. You know what I'm saying? It's always a good show over there. You got fans that come back. There's regular fans that's been there since maybe the first couple of shows and stuff like that. It's just great. And one of the few things I love about it is that you could truly appreciate that kind of atmosphere. It's easy to say WWE is it's not WrestleMania, you know what I'm saying, but it doesn't have to be. With that being said, though, it's just wild, man. I ain't gonna lie. I try my best to stay. I think the thing that really I'm still sort of plagued over the whole concept of I was in that person's way, so I kind of ruined that person's experience a little bit. But it's one of the things I always try my best to do is stay out of the way. I try my hardest to stay out of the way, and now I'm in the way, and I'm man. And it was a kid too, man. I don't like ruining no kid. I don't like ruining the kids' good time, man. But like I said, all I can do is promise them that won't happen next time. So there's that. Man, moving along, there was other, like I said, the actual show went well. I found myself I try my best to interact with at least as many wrestlers as I can sometimes, unless I see that they're busy and stuff like that. Today was the day I was just ripping and running around too. so I didn't get a chance to interact with the wrestlers that I wanted to interact with and stuff like that. I'm also like really tired. I don't know what it is. I'm trying to do something called aging my exercise routines because I haven't done my exercise routines in a while. And when I say aging, I basically mean like I want to be able to at least do my age worth of exercises. So like so it's like like I'm 40, so it's like I need to be able to do 40 push-ups and 40 sit-ups and 40 like whatever workout I want to do. I want to be able to do that. You know what I'm saying? Without I want to be able to like average it out and just be able to say at least I can do my age worth of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So that's the goal. So yeah. By the way, I'm lying. I'm 41. But in any case, oh boy, being back over at the road thing because I haven't been there in a while. It feels like forever since the last time I've been there. It's just so it's like it really does. Like the last time I was there, it was. I forgot the last time I was there, honestly. Oh right, the last time I was there was to help set up for the RoW Awards. No, it was for the RoW Awards. Was it for the RoW Awards? I was there for the RoW Awards. In any case, I was there, and like I said, I haven't been able to actually go back to training in a while because money's been kind of tight. I know that's a catchphrase of mine at this point, and I hate saying it because of the fact that I don't like the idea that I don't have the money to go to training, but I haven't been able to, so I'm trying to like get back into it, and it's like trying to chasing your dreams and paying your bills. It just really does feel like some sort of like eternal, struggle right there. But the goal, I'm looking forward to getting back into training, but in the meantime, while I'm not in it, obviously I'm trying my best to get myself back into shape. I look like hell right now. I ain't gonna lie, but I don't care. With that being said, though, I keep saying that too. I'm a man of many catchphrases on this thing. You're gonna find me repeating a lot of statements on here, and I don't care because of the fact that I repeat things so you can understand them, and also for the sake of consistency. You always repeat yourself. Yeah, I know. But the goal is, as always, go back to training. The show was good. I ruined the kids' experience, and I feel really bad about that. But like I said, I had the live cam, so I had to like make sure that people didn't trip on the court. It was either get in this kid's way or let people trip on the court. I had to sacrifice something. I also went to the flip gym the last time, my last couple of uploads with Sim and Rudy. And, I decided to go over there and practice my backflips. And I like to think I'm doing better with them. I just can't jump that high. And that's going to be a problem. So the goal now is to jump higher. Well, the goal, for the most part, in general, is just to jump higher. There's a list of goals here. 1, get back into training. 2, jump higher. 3, hopefully not ruin an experience for another kid at another wrestling show. But that's about it. I'm going to head out. Love and peace to every single one of y'all, and see y'all in the ring.